Good afternoon, court. Today we have the team of Ricks and Haddad versus the team of Colin and Ethan. Today's case is about Robinhood and is he guilty of burglary and trespassing? Outside in my chambers, the team of Colin and Ethan wanted to give opening statements first. So they will go first, followed by the team of Ricks and Haddad. That being said, Colin and Ethan, let's hear it. Your opening statements.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we come before you today to say that Robinhood is a bad man. We claim that he's guilty of theft, trespassing, and murder. This criminal broke into Robert's house and killed him and stole his money and possessions.
Do you have anything to add, Ethan?
Nope.
Okay, so jury, team B is entering a plea of guilty. Ricks and Haddad, your opening statements.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Your Honor, Robinhood was charged with burglary. In my eyes, and hopefully the jury's eyes, Robinhood is most definitely not guilty. For one reason and one reason only. He was just taking back from what the cruel government stole from the poor.
From the what government?
Cruel government.
Cruel government. All right, team A entering a plea of not guilty. Jury, go ahead and score out opening statements. Whose was a little stronger? I have them about equal. All right, Colin, Ethan, comments, witnesses, or evidence you want to share?
I have a witness.
Who is-
Roger.
Roger? Right here, sir. Left hand on. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yes.
Okay. Witness one, jury, is Roger. Before we get started, who is Roger?
Roger is the chief of police.
Is that your chief of police outfit?
No.
This
Okay,
is his everyday attire.
okay, I just have to make a note of it. Go ahead, your witness, guys.
Okay. How many run-ins have you had with Robin Hood? How many times have you caught him for committing his crime?
I've had 11 run-ins with Robinhood.
Okay. So, how many reports of him, of theft, do you have? Of him?
I've had 35 reports of him.
Mhm.
It's getting bad.
How many were in areas that you guys think he was at a certain time?
We think almost 50% of the crimes locally are caused by Robinhood.
Do you believe Robin Hood is guilty?
Yes,
Tell me why.
he's trespassing, he's stealing, and he's committing murder. And he shot one person.
Okay. Please step down.
No, I'm in
Oh.
trouble. If you're done with questions, just say no further questions.
Okay, no further questions.
Colin, do you have any further questions? Okay, Roger, tell me about what this number 11, what's the 11 again?
I've had 11 run-ins with him.
You personally have encountered him 11 times.
Yes.
What's the 35?
The 35 somebody called in reports that.
So that's other people reporting. Okay. Cross-examine?
Go.
Speak up.
Is it true that the cruel government was being cruel to the poor?
Yes.
Okay, those are the questions.
Okay, so you've had these run-ins with Robinhood. You're also saying that the government has been cruel.
Yes.
No further questions?
Okay.
Gentlemen over there, any further questions?
Nope.
Okay, Roger, step down. Jury, score witness 1. I have that as pretty even. Nooa and Haddad, comments, witnesses, or evidence.
We have a witness.
Who's that?
Robin Hood.
Robinhood to the stand. Let's keep our comments to ourselves for about the third time. Left hand on, please, Mr. Hood. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yeah.
Okay, witness to Robin Hood.
Why were you risking your freedom?
I wanted to help the poor with the taxes that he was making with it.
Why are you trying to save the poor?
It wasn't fair that the king was taxing the poor.
How was your choice of weapon a bow and arrow?
In the time of 1978, it was the best choice of weapon.
Say that again, you're going a little fast, Robin Hood.
In the time of 1978, it was the best choice of weapon.
Okay, I don't need you to go to that.
Sorry.
That was the best choice of weapon. Continue.
No further questions.
Anything? Cross-examine Mr. Hood.
So you do claim that you did steal from rich man and give to the poor.
Yes.
Did you murder Sir Roger of Doncaster?
No. I did. How can you prove me that?
I've got a question real fast. Who is Sir Roger Duncat? Who is that?
I don't even know.
He is a rich man that was murdered by one of Robin Hood's merry men.
Okay,
Or for his class.
okay, that would be good to know. So what was your question then?
How can you prove that you haven't killed him, even though we have multiple reports of people saying, even poor people saying, that you killed him? And your helpers.
I didn't personally kill him. My helpers did.
What did you give them a command to? Because they only listen to you.
No. Sometimes they go out of their way and they do something necessary.
So you are also saying that you have only robbed the government and the rich, right?
Yeah.
But have you robbed for the poor? Okay, no further questions.
Okay, so a few things here. This Roger guy, he's dead. How do we know?
Because we saw the body.
You saw his body.
Yes.
We have a
Saw the
picture
dead
of it.
body,
Do we have a death
A
certificate?
body with
We
it.
don't
Yeah,
have.
consent.
So no.
We don't.
Okay. You're upset, Robin Hood, because they're taxing the poor.
Yes.
You said. Are they only taxing the poor?
Yes, they're taking higher taxes on the poor.
Not anyone else? Okay. Any other questions for Rob? Go ahead.
So you're saying they're only taxing the poor. So then why isn't the government taxing the rich when they're richer?
I said that they're only taxing the poor higher than the rich.
Oh, there's a higher tax for the poor.
They're taxing the rich, the poor higher than the.
But why when the rich are wealthier than the poor?
I don't
It's
know.
not fine. Well, how can you prove that they are taxing the poor higher than the rich? Have you asked any rich people?
Okay, so do we have, either team, do we have any evidence of what the tax percentage is for anybody? Do you have something?
Wanna-
Explain what it is and then let's see
So
it.
these are the taxes for the poor and the rich that they're giving.
These are the tax, like, documents?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, these are the tax documents. Taxes for the poor is 10 shillings. Taxes for the rich, 5 shillings. Okay, so go ahead to your evidence section, guys. Team A evidence, we'll just call it tax forms. So here is some documentation saying that, yes, the poor are taxed more. Any other questions for Robin Hood?
No.
Do you guys have any other questions for Robin Hood? Step down. Tax forms. Okay, go ahead and score witness 2. Okay. Let's go back to you men. comments, witnesses, or evidence?
I have a witness. Angus, please step up to the stand.
Angus. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yeah.
Okay, again, before we get started, who is Angus?
The wife of the murdered.
Is this what the wife typically wears?
This is what she preferred to today.
Go ahead, Ethan.
How well do you know Robin Hood?
Pretty well, since we were friends until I found out he was robbing from the rich.
Did you and him have a decently strong connection or a really strong one before you found out?
Oh, I'd say we had a really strong connection, but that was until I found out.
So, have you ever witnessed him rob in the act?
Yeah, I found out he stole when I was walking by a mansion, and I saw him bust out the window with 3 bags of cash.
Okay. Do you want to see justice?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel betrayed because, like, he stole.
What way should his punishment be carried out?
Yeah, what kind of punishment? Good one.
Well, since he's been doing it for a long time, I think he deserves, like, a 95-year sentence. Like, till he dies. He should die in jail.
That's it. Not, so life without parole or death in jail?
Death in jail.
You would say that. Any other questions for Angus?
Nope.
Colin, do you have anything for Angus? Okay, gentlemen, when you cross-examine Angus?
So, were you rich?
No.
Okay. Well. Okay, so why do you think he should be like?
Because he stole from people. If they're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. That's not okay. And he's been doing it for so long. And now some of the people that are rich are poor and have died because they don't have money to put food on the table for their children or give their children medicine because they're sick.
So, but he was only stealing from the poor, and the government just helped him and helped with the taxes that the government put on him.
So it doesn't mean, okay, then like don't take it out on the rich people. Like he was stealing from the rich, not just doing like saying something from the government. Like he wasn't like protesting or anything. He was stealing.
And you witnessed him doing the stealing,
Yeah.
some of them.
Yes.
Okay, he ever steal from you?
Yes. Actually, once we weren't friends anymore. He stole all of my money and I didn't eat for a week.
Do you have any proof?
No.
Any proof of any stealing?
No.
We have evidence actually.
Of stealing?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
So these are receipts of things that I circled the things that are stolen, and receipts of they did buy these things.
These are receipts. Go ahead and enter receipts into evidence for Team D. The red thing circled is what was stolen.
Mhm.
Stolen. I'm going to turn. Stolen, and another receipt in red of items stolen right here. Okay, so there is proof that Robinhood stole.
I also have evidence.
Of stealing?
Murder.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute then. Do you have any other questions for Angus?
Yeah. So if you didn't eat for a week, how would you feel?
Well, I mean, like I like ate out of like the garbage like a day or two, like scraps and stuff. That was it.
Okay.
So I have.
No further question. You have any further questions? Go ahead. I'll always ask.
Okay. So, following up on what you asked, if you didn't eat for a week, how did you survive? What?
I was just telling you what
Oh,
before.
okay. When actually the humans don't have to eat for more than a week. They can eat for 2 weeks, maybe 7 weeks before dying.
They can go a while.
They can
without
go
food.
maybe 7 weeks without dying of starvation. And she probably just drank water from the well.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I did. I mean, it's like kind of
Definitely.
like it's a dirty water, but like I didn't die.
So
that's
you
good.
did not have the most nutritious meals and waters. You had something that gave you some ounce of nutrients.
Yeah.
Anything else for Angus?
No, but there's
Angus, step down. Jury, score Angus. I guess we're maybe nearing the halfway point of this case, and I'm torn. I don't know where I'm going with this yet. This is pretty even in my opinion. Let's go back to you guys now. Comments, witnesses, or evidence.
Yeah, we have a witness. We would like to call it Prince John.
Prince John. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yes.
All right, jury, witness 4 is Prince John.
Why did you hire taxes more
Yeah, good question.
for the poor?
Because I needed the money to pay for my ward. More things.
War, you said?
Yes.
Good.
to pay for the debt.
So, were you trying to commit murder in this video? Like, let your goons commit murder?
Sorry, I just got a message.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you didn't send me the video. We can't pull it up at this point. Why don't you explain what happens in the video and then ask your question?
So, Lil Jon and Robinhood were walking through the forest, and some of his goons, some of King's goons, went right behind them and tried to shoot him with the arrows while Robinhood and Lil Jon were running through it. So, were you trying to commit murder?
Yes. Because they were trying to steal my money and give it to the poor. And that just, for some reason, didn't sit right.
Why did you keep all that money for yourself when you could have helped the poor with it?
Like I said, I needed to pay my board, my debt I collected from war. That's more important.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
Sounds like you have something to ask? Colin.
Greedy and willing to harm yourself and as parties and papers with the rich.
Yes.
Cross-examine?
So, why didn't you stop taxing higher prices for the poor when you realized they were killing, stealing from the rich and you?
I needed to pay my debt.
So, they were killing and stealing your people. Isn't that more important than the debt?
Not
Because
really.
your people matter.
Okay, so to some people it would be more important, but to the king, it was not as important.
No, it wasn't.
But why? It is your country and town. So why wouldn't you want to protect that?
Why would I want to do that?
I'm asking you, why wouldn't you? Because that's wrong. Morally,
Is it?
yes.
A little bit. It's a gray area.
So, what you said that you tried to kill Robinhood because he was stealing.
Yes. He was stealing my money.
Technically, that would be murder because he's stealing, and that'd be self-defense. He's stealing from them.
Okay, so any questions for her?
No.
Okay, those were good comments, but let's make sure we're asking questions too. Do you have any questions, Colin?
Yeah, I'll ask questions. All right. So you did tax people for a noble reason, because you wanted to pay off your war debt.
Yes.
So is there any reason why you tax the poor higher?
The rich people stay rich, and they would always pay money to go to the galas that I hosted, so they were already giving me a mass amount of money, so they wouldn't pay more taxes anymore.
So, okay, cool. That's all.
But the poor have less money, so then why tax them? They
If they have less money, I mean,
don't even
Prince.
Prince.
If they have less money, what are the odds that you actually get that money by taxing them higher?
I don't really know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time.
You're the king, you can do what you want.
I can do it.
Prince, you're a prince. sorry.
Prince, whatever.
Well, don't you have to go, since you're the prince, don't you have to go through with your dad?
He's dead.
So then how are you the prince again? Well, what combination?
They died. The mother died. I'm the last one left. But
How did they die?
like sickness?
How can you be sure?
Okay, okay.
Are you?
We're getting off the question of is Robin Hood guilty of, Prince, I'd like to know just real quickly, simple question for you. Who are you at war with?
France.
France. Okay. Do you guys have anything else for the Prince?
No.
Prince, step down. Jury, score Prince. All right, so to my knowledge, you're done with witnesses, correct? You have one more.
Yeah. We
So
can hold that witness right now.
before we go to your witness, let's give them a chance. Do you have any evidence or comments you haven't shown?
Yes.
Jury, let's make sure we're giving these guys our attention. There's a lot of side chatter.
I have a picture right here,
Wait, let me show, what is this, a picture? This is who?
moments before he killed Don Castle.
This is who?
This is Robin Hood. Moments before he killed Don Castle.
Robin Hood, moments before killing
Don Castle.
Who?
Don Castle.
Don? Don Castle?
Caster.
Don Castor. Who, Ethan, who, no one's mentioned anyone of it. Who's Don Castor?
I've said this before, but he's a rich man who was part of the king's government, and I'm pretty sure he was a, taxer.
Okay, thank you. I don't remember hearing that name today. Okay, so go ahead and enter in picture of Robin Hood, moments before killing, however you want to word that. Guys, you have any other evidence or comments you want to share real fast?
Yeah, it was just some broken glass from when he, broke in somewhere.
This is glass from one of the houses. Go ahead and enter glass in.
That's some fingerprints, but I'm guessing we can't really test.
Robin Hood broke this glass, we're saying. Okay? Very good. All right, let's go to your witness now. We've heard from them a little
We
bit.
actually have a comment on that photo that you showed.
Okay?
So in that photo, it doesn't show what he's shooting at. He could be shooting at a tree in the forest, or like an apple from target practice. It doesn't show what he's shooting at.
Okay, so why don't you grab that photo and show the jury the photo so they can see it real clear. You can walk around a little bit. So they're saying, here's a photo of Robin Hood. Yes, he's got an arrow, but how do we know what he's aiming at? It could be a target. We don't know what he's aiming at. Okay. Now, are you ready for your witness?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Little John.
Little John to the stand. Left hand on. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yes.
Jury, witness 5 is Little John. Little John, is this what you typically wear?
Well, actually, I was supposed to be provided with a vest, but a lot of people can't.
Noted. Thank you. Go ahead.
How did you and Robin Hood meet?
So one day I was walking through the forest, and then I came across Robin Hood, and I wouldn't let him pass. So we had a bow staff fight on the log. We were trying to get across. He was trying to get across. I won, and we became friends ever since.
How old were you when you met Robin Hood?
I was 20 years old.
Do you believe in what Robin Hood's doing to help the poor?
Yes, because it was good to help the poor, and I wouldn't want to spend 10 shillings a month and the rich only have to spend 5. It's not fair.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You have anything else for Little John? Cross-examine Little John?
So, you said, right before, when he asked you, is that the normal person that you were? And you said, well, I was supposed to be providing a vest, but nobody was able to. Is that, so, were you about to get that vest for the poor, but they didn't have enough money because they were being,
Continue, you're fine.
being taxed high prices?
No, I forgot it at my house.
Well, you just said nobody was able to.
He forgot it at his house. But he already bought it, so it's years old.
You said that you brought a bow staff into the forest?
Yeah.
Why?
And that's just what I do.
No further questions.
Much confusion. You may step down. Ethan and Colin, any remaining comments or evidence we need to see?
No.
Okay. Noah and Haddad, any comments or comments or evidence we need to see?
Yes, let's look at evidence.
Let's go through it.
I have a letter from the king here that says, "We must raise taxes for my brother, the king's war funds. It is better for our country and what we are as a kingdom. Also, so that I can have my weekly parties and banquets with the other rich. So I'm raising the taxes to 10 shillings a month for the poor, also 5 shillings for the rich a month."
Okay, so that he could hang out with other rich people, right?
Mhm.
All right, Team A, enter in letter from the king. What else do we have?
So we have this rag that's old, very much used from the poor, and
I do not need to see that.
we have this robe.
Why don't we hold the rag up first? And what is the point of this rag again?
It's for to show what the poor used as to clean themselves, to use.
That's from like their bathing.
Why is it brown?
Okay, what else are we entering in?
So this is a robe
Robe,
from the rich and what they had to clothe themselves and use.
rich, thick, soft, comfortable, expensive. Oh, robe.
What do you like to do?
Oh, that is nice.
Mr. Colin, you are not going to finish this court case. He's going to have to go by himself if we don't get under control. Okay, so that shows how well the rich were doing. Anything
And
else?
This is the bow that we found from the forest in that video. It's bow that the goons were using on Robinhood and Lil Jon.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so enter in rag, robe, and arrow. Okay, so just to make sure your case is done here, you've got all, Colin and Ethan, all witnesses, evidence, and comments you're ready to see. Okay. Comments, witnesses, and evidence are all done here?
Mhm.
All right, let's hear your closing statements then.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have proven, hopefully, that Robinhood is guilty of theft, murder, and trespassing. Men and women thought the kingdom
Brown.
throughout the kingdom. Sorry. Robinhood is an evil man who steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Just because you do these crimes for a noble reason does not change the fact that you stole, murdered, and trespassed. It is wrong. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why Robinhood should be considered guilty.
Thank you. Anything to add, Colin? Okay. Gentlemen, your closing statements.
Your Honor and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Robinhood is not guilty. He was just taking back what the king stole from the people. All Robinhood wanted to do is help the poor with what the king did, which is making the taxes higher. Robinhood did not keep any of the money, but used it to help the poor. That means there is no reasonable doubt, and therefore you must find Robinhood not guilty.
Thank you. All right, gentlemen, you may go outside while we talk. Jury, go ahead and make sure we've scored overall evidence, closing statements, add them up, and then answer our conclusion question. You two boys can go. Loading time.